I hope I don't echo too bad, but it doesn't sound like it.
No, I've got no echo here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to the Otter's Den. Cool and groovy things with Keith and Joni. Hope everybody's having a nice evening tonight. Sorry about being a little late. Had some tech issues. They're always fun, but we got it figured out. We got on. Here we are, and I think we're going to have a heck of a show for you tonight. And I'm going to explain something ahead of time. Saturday, the Schumann resonance, the Earth's resonance hit 800. Ever since then, I've had a problem getting my words out. So if I misspeak, if I say a wrong word, I apologize. Sometimes it takes the body, the mind, a little bit of time to adjust to those energies and to recover. So that's what's going on. So welcome to everybody that's going to watch this later. If you haven't already, go hit my YouTube channel, the Otter's Den Paranormal. Subscribe, hit that bell to get the notifications, hit the like button on the videos. I'd appreciate it very much. Trying to get that baby going. Hey Sherry, hey Madonna, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, I am going to share this out quick. While I do that, Joni, why don't you tell our viewers a little bit about what you got going on the side?
Oh, what I have going on the side?
Yeah, that little side project you got going.
My side project is the missing and cold case homicides or homicides dead hit. We are in the process of getting the YouTube channel up with this new laptop and new technology that will be going on. For now, we are posting on Dead Hit on Facebook. We have some searches coming up. It's our real life cases that we are working on. Clues are on Dead Hit for Lauren DeMalo. She's missing in Florida. Did a great event this weekend. The police showed up. They tied pink ribbons all around Cape Coral, Florida. So anybody that can search in that area, appreciate it.
Absolutely. That would be a phenomenal help. And yes. What was the name of your Facebook page again, just for
Dead
clarification?
Hit.
Dead Hit. Okay.
Dead
there
hit.
We go. All righty. I have just about got this shared out. Taking forever for some odd reason. All righty. Let's close these other pages so we can serve some bandwidth here.
What does that mean? I'm echoing.
The more pages. I don't hear any echo. Hey, Jolene. Any of the viewers hearing an echo coming from Joni?
Hope not.
Okay, there's that. All righty, and I'm going to actually log off of Facebook. There we go. Okay. The more windows you have open when you're running StreamYard, the more bandwidth it takes. A lot of times, where it glitches and freezes, sometimes that's a bandwidth issue. So I'm trying, before I was, I had 3 Facebook windows open plus my YouTube channel open, just to monitor and make sure everything's working. So I've got all those shut down now. I'm just running the StreamYard page. Okay. So how that works. Okay. Thank you, Madonna. Madonna's in Australia, and she says no echo on either one of us. So we got her going.
Perfect.
Sherry Milliken says there's a little background noise, but it's not too bad. Probably all the clicking and the weird high-pitched things. I got different glasses, a little different strength, still getting used to them. So if I'm doing this, that's why. Yes, Madonna, the age of Aquarius of online tech and collaboration kicks in on December 21st. So take lots of steps to get your message online.
Yes.
There we go.
Um, it's actually the real age of Aquarius will be here.
Yeah, I just got goosebumps just thinking about it. I can't wait. I cannot wait to feel the difference. I am praying it makes a difference in everybody's attitudes
Well,
and we find more peace.
it's not.
I can pray. I can pray for it.
You absolutely, somebody like you will like this. Our Earth friends, Capricorn, Virgo, are Earth friends, and Taurus. They won't like it because they are Saturn, their regimen, they're scheduled. They don't like. They like restrictions. They like rules. They like schedules.
You're not wrong.
So with the Aquarian energy coming in, they take a different path. So I guess the key word is going to be fluid, ready for change. It
Yeah,
will
don't
be
fight the current. Go with
Yeah,
the flow.
you have to go with the
What's
flow
that?
with this. And Earth signs do not like to go with the flow. They like to make their 10 lists. You know, a Virgo will make 25 lists in one day with all their tasks. No, it's going to be tough for them. It'll be a little hard. This energy is also coming in with what's a very fine water sign: Scorpio, Cancers, Pisces. You feel a lot anyway. You'll feel it, but it's going to be a lot lighter. Fire signs are going to kick ass because this is in Sag. We're going into the solar eclipse in Sag. There's actually a fire trine affecting this.
So this may be a very good thing for me because I'm Scorpio, water, double fire back, Aries.
Well, the only thing with that is remember to keep living. Fire signs, we know we can be a little forward sometimes. Pull that back because we've got a Mars activating this. So just watch our words. I love it. I can't wait. I've had enough restrictive energy. I'm a free spirit. I can't wait. There's a lot more responsibilities with this, though. Going into Aquarius with the outers collectively.
Yeah, we're coming out of which age again?
We're in the outers are in Capricorn. Okay,
so we're coming out of the age of Capricorn.
We've been in Capricorn all year with this shit.
Okay. The longer ages, the big, huge. I mean, the age of Aquarius is going to last for how long?
Well, we're in the age of Aquarius now. That's thousands of years. But for the outers, for example, Saturn will be in Aquarius for 2.5 years. Capricorn will stay in, or Pluto will stay in Capricorn, I think, until like 2024. Because they move slower. It's going to lighten us so much. However, we've got our solar eclipse in Sagittarius. Remember, we had our lunar eclipse in November.
Yeah, I remember.
That fed us all this information. You know what Sagittarius likes? The truth, honesty, higher mind. All that information that was fed to us, we have to find the truth.
And you remember, I mentioned to you and the listeners that I had a strong feeling that I was going to get some communication that I've been waiting on for a long time. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it, and it set me free. It really did. It really helped. So I'm very thankful for that. It didn't come from the person I thought it was going to come from, but it came, and that's the main thing.
Well, good. You know, this with this solar eclipses are cycles. This cycle that we're getting ready to go into with the Sagittarius and Gemini, this is looking for the truth, higher learning, and then cap that off with this Aquarian energy, which is extremely rebellious. It won't sit to any mold. It will get its path, but an Aquarian takes its own path. We have to watch out for herd mentality. That's a lower sign. So I'm excited.
I am too. Yeah, me and Madonna were just having a conversation the other night about this kind of stuff. You know, getting truth, getting information. You know, it's an important part of life. Knowing what where you stand with people. That's very important.
Mercury and Sagittarius coming up wants to know the truth. There's nothing a Sagittarian can't stand more is a liar. They are honest.
Scorpios too. Oh my God. Oh my God. You have a conversation with me, you lie, guess what? I may not say something. I may just let you keep going, but I know it.
Yeah, but
I feel it. Even in text messages. I can feel it. I can see it. I know it. I don't always catch everything right away, but eventually I'm going to figure it out.
You don't miss much. No, Scorpios don't miss much, but a Sagittarius, they love to be in the middle of the crowd. They love to woo the crowd. They are fire signs. They are our daredevils. They're fun. They're great. They're fire signs. So we got the only thing that we've got on with this is Neptune, which is confusion. Not seen too clearly is squaring all this. So we have to have patience because as much as we're trying to see it, there's a collective that's cloudy. There's a lot of clouds. Sagittarius is also the court system. There's a
lot going on in the court system right now, with all the lawsuits that are getting filed and getting turned down by judges who I'm just going to zip it there. Going to zip it.
I'm going to tell you because I've been in this for. I don't think, and this is just my opinion, there is not a lower court in the country that wants to touch this. They are going to push this off at all costs. I don't think for a minute it's a political thing. I just don't think they want to touch it. And if
there are some of the judges who are tossing out for political reasons, but others are for your reason. I was going to hit on that next. It needs to go to the Supreme Court. And in case you don't know, I'm talking about the election. It needs to go to the Supreme Court. There is a lot of evidence out of there that they have. Again, my words, sorry. They have the evidence. They confiscated. They got a warrant, and they got a Dominion voting machine that was still exactly as it was on election day, and they fed ballots through a 50-50 shot, and it changed the percentage. They have the evidence. It needs to go to the Supreme freaking Court. And I pray it does, because once it does that, then the evidence, the trail, the chain down is going to reveal who is responsible, who aided and abetted. And I pray they are held responsible. And then we can get this crap fixed over the next 4 years so this never happens again. There's never been an election like this. It is the most important election in the United States and the world, and it is so screwed up because of what they tried to pull.
Even if there's people that have come forward with their affidavits, they have a right to be heard.
Yes.
They have a right to speak. We have no right on either side to judge anybody, either party, until we get all the facts. I'm a firm believer in with an affidavit,
yes.
all of that. That is a sworn statement. If you lie on an affidavit, you can go to jail.
Yes. Yeah, and there are a ton of witnesses that are coming forward and filing those affidavits. Georgia, Pennsylvania. I mean, it's all over the place. Giuliani he has got so many witnesses that are coming forward. It's right here. It's right here. You can see it. You can feel it. It's right here.
Even if one vote is tainted, it needs to be taken care of.
Yes.
We need Absolutely. A fair system throughout. And that's what Sagittarius will look what's the truth.
Yeah.
And Sun in Sagittarius right now is great. We will find out the truth. I'm wholeheartedly with this conjunction coming. There's just too much going on that the truth won't come out. Irregardless of what the truth is, people need to be heard.
Absolutely. And I think the solar eclipse on the 13th, I really think that is going to help all this. It's going to help the truth come out. Eclipses have a tendency to remove things that are no longer needed or no longer align with your higher self. This not only has to do with you personally, your personal life, your job, your car, your spouse, your child, best friend, what have you. It also has to do with the world. I think it's going to remove a lot of people from office so that better people can be put in those positions. I think it's going to remove a lot of negativity from the collective, and that's going to be better for the world. We've already got 3 peace treaties in overseas where they said that there would never be peace, and there's peace. 3 Nobel Prize nominations. He did what nobody else could do. And you know why? Because he's an asshole and he doesn't back down.
Well, who you voted for, who you like, what side, whether you're red or you're blue, this election system in the United States has got to be fair, and it's got to be honest.
If I was a Republican or a Democrat, I don't care which one. If I was running for an office, and I have held office. If I won and I found out it was from people cheating, I myself would demand a recount and the signature audits. I would not want to win like that. I myself would not.
Well, and you also have Saturn, who is in Capricorn. And remember, Saturn is wisdom, karmic lessons. The great teacher is moving out of Capricorn into Aquarius. When Saturn moves from a house of the zodiac or it moves into another sign, it's the end. It's the beginning of new karmic lessons are coming out. So if you worked very hard within the past 2.5 years, Saturn rewards like no other. And that means doing the work by living with integrity, working on your character, being honest, those little things, little universal laws. If you didn't, and it flips signs, you're going to get a Saturn bitch slap.
I have been working tremendously hard for the last 3 years, learning those karmic lessons, raising my vibration, becoming a better person, raising my morals. So hopefully this is going to be a good time for me.
Well, it's like Greg always used to say, you don't look at the person, you look at the fruits that are around them.
Yeah. And I've got some really good people around me right now. I've been gifted with some very wonderful people in my life, you being one of them. A lot of negative, lower vibrational people have been removed. Some during an eclipse, the solar eclipse 3 years ago, that was a major breakup for me. Been looking at that. It's for my highest good. It was rough. It was tough. It was a bitch, but it was for my highest good. Hey, Howie, how you doing? So whatever happens, if you lose a job, guess what? There's a better one for you. You might have to take a couple little ones here or there before you find it, but it may be something that you actually want to do, as opposed to something you have to do. Same way with your car. It may break down. You may get in an accident. You're okay. Okay, great. Insurance pays you. You get a different car. You get something you like better. It's going to get you around better. It's going to be more reliable to get to that better job. So we need to look at the lesson as, okay, why, instead of why is this happening to me? What is this teaching me? What is this trying to help me do? Where is this trying to help me go? Instead of just instantly, I lost my job, I'm screwed. No, don't think like that, because once you start thinking like that, guess what? You're gonna screw yourself. You're not gonna jump. You're not gonna take that chance. You have to.
You have to let Saturn and the lessons play out. If you don't know the lessons, you ask. You know, that happened to me with my drive. I was driving 1,000 miles a week. And I kept driving going, what is this lesson? What do I have to learn? Greg was like, well, you never sat down, never did any quiet time, you never did any prayer time. Now Spirit is forcing you in your car 3 hours a day to pray.
Yeah. If you don't take care of yourself physically, emotionally, spiritually, you will be forced. You will get to a point where you are forced. Your body will break down. You will get sick. Something major will go wrong. You'll have a heart attack. You will be forced. So it's very important to keep this up. I fail here and there. I got a very busy schedule, but I do try to make time. Like today, I took 10 minutes of my lunch hour, and I get to drive by a lake on the way home. So I stopped. There's a big granite rock I go sit down on. I had a talk with Sky Daddy. And he doesn't like it when I call him that. And I meditated. I asked for some help from some people, a little help for me, and I always thank for the beautiful day, for the weather, for this, for that. Thank you for helping me learn this and see this. And thank you for helping, this person over here. It's not all about me. It's about other people. When I pray to generally benefit other people instead of myself. So I just rambled there. Sorry. It would.
Huge. Getting into being more genuine. No fake. The Capricorn energy is stuff. It's it's material things as opposed to spiritual or things like that. I don't mean to say that the Capricorn energy is not spiritual. That's not true at all. But it is more of an earth material thing. We will move away from that. A celebrity will not hold the status they used to hold. It's more of a natural. People living in the country, gardening, things like that, as opposed to having junk and stuff. And me, it will move into the collective.
Yes. Hey, Kathy, how you doing? Thanks for stopping on. Anybody else that I haven't noticed hopped on? Hey, how you doing? Thank you again for hopping on and being cool and groovy. It just sounds cool and groovy.
Year though, we made it.
We did. This has been one of the most important years, not only for us personally, but for the United States, for the world, for the earth. Like I said the other day, the earth the Schumann resonance hit 800. Average is 7 to 8. It hit 800 on Saturday. That is unheard of. That is us raising the vibration. And that adds to the collective, which assists the universe. It's an amazing time, and this year was needed. The courts needed to clean out. The The government needed to be cleaned out. Ourselves needed to be cleaned out. Our personal lives, everything needed to be cleaned out and separated, lower vibrational from higher vibrational. This is where you need to go. I'm trying to help you. Hey, are you listening? Mercury. Hey, Pluto. Boom. Hey, Pluto. Okay, I'm listening. Show me where to go. It has been one retrograde after another to help us. One eclipse after another to help us. One square, one trine, this, that, the other thing. It's all been to help not only us personally, but as a whole, the collective, the Earth. The Earth is a very important planet in the universe. That they care about this planet a lot for some odd reason. So it has a very unique purpose. I haven't figured out what it is yet, but I think it's gonna be explained to me here pretty soon. Hey Jeff, how you doing? Tell Shelly I said hey. Thanks for popping on.
This is a very psychic eclipse too.
Yeah, it's opening up our gifts, our spirituality, the way we see. It is seriously increasing that. So if you're starting to hear things more, see things more, feel things more, that's what's going on right now. So if you've got work to do, now is the perfect time to get it done, because you're going to be able to hear your guides more, hear your angels more, and they're going to help you. Ask for their help, ask for their guidance. The angels can't step in and help you unless you give them permission. We have free will. Now, your guides, your grandma that passed away 50 years ago, she comes back to nudge over here. Okay, she's got free will. She can do whatever the hell she wants. But the angels, they're not supposed to interfere with our free will. So we have to literally ask for their help and give them permission to help us. I do that quite a bit.
I do too. I too, especially with COVID. And I'll tell you another thing with this Aquarian energy. Just it's fun to watch it. Watch the lockdown. People are going to be. They're rebellious. Aquarian energy is the rebel. Watch.
Yeah.
Nobody's going to want to be locked down. They're going to be out. Pick whatever you call it. Protesting.
Rebellion.
Masks are gone. Masks are done.
Oh, I hear you. We have to wear one at work now because Beatrice passed a mandate. Okay. I understand my boss not wanting to get fined, $500 and go to jail for 3 years. Okay. I understand that. So I'm trying to assist him in safe. So hang on.
Uh-oh.
That's what I wear. He said, okay, that'll work. I figured he'd freak, but he said, okay, that'll work. Thanks.
It's cute. I like it. I have a Christmas one. I mean, I don't care.
Yeah, you only got to wear it when the customers come in. So, it ain't that bad.
I like social distancing too.
Whatever.
I don't want people in
my social distancing. Yeah, I've always been a personal space person anyway. It's interesting the fact that, they chose 6 foot for your social distancing. Okay. They're saying because of your air and sneezes and whatnot. Okay, fine. But your heart produces like a magnetic field, an energetic field that can actually be scientifically measured. And do you know how far that extends out?
6 feet.
6 foot. 6 foot. So anytime anybody gets inside that 6 foot bubble, and the closer they get to you, the stronger it is, you are going to feel them, especially a very strong empath. That's why when you're going through Walmart and you walk by somebody and you just go, ugh. Okay, that's what it is. You're feeling what type of person that is. You are feeling their vibration. The heart is also covered in, believe it or not, brain cells. Also scientifically proven. So this is going to be important. Spirit's telling me to explain this, especially with what's going on. There's going to be a lot of decisions that we're going to have to make. When you ask a question and you get that immediate yes, no, left, right. That's an answer from your heart. It's covered in brain cells. It can give you that answer. It does not think, it knows. Then your mind takes over. Yeah, but I'm supposed to go to JoJo's house down the street for that beer. If I go left, I'm not going to be able to have that beer. But if you go left, you might be able to find that job you're looking for. You go right to JoJo's, you might get in a car accident. That's your intuition. That's you hearing spirit. Intuition is just knowing what to do. And that's going to be very important here coming up.
It's huge this month. There are, the aspects, especially with this.
I'll help you.
I know. Usually, it's somebody's got their butt hanging out at Walmart, but this, like I said, the fire trine that's going to be activating this solar eclipse is even more fire going in. Mars is going to be at play. It's dynamic.
I like fire.
This is till 2021. We're not going to have another 2020 for a while.
No, 2021 is going to be a year of adjustment. 2020 has been a year of words, knowledge, advancement, learning, accepting the changes that spirit, the universe is helping us go through. Like I said, not only personally, but as a collective. 2021 is going to be a year to apply what everybody's learned. It's going to be a year to change things that are not working. Election system, jobs, what have you. It's going to be a big year of change. But I think things are, as the year progresses, I really feel that it's going to get to be a lot better place, a lot better planet. Nobody likes change. Everybody likes their comfort zone.
Right.
But if you don't step out of your custom zone or comfort zone, accept that change, go through that change, you're never going to get anywhere. And that's, again, not only personally, it's the United States, it's the world. We need to change the way we think.
You won't grow. Aquarius is that. It's innovative. It's new social media platforms are going to be huge. Medical technology. When you said voting technology, I thought new voting system throughout. It's going to probably be. It's going to have to be a uniform voting system. Sorry, I don't like states taking away power from states, but I think it's going to have to be. That's the kind of stuff Aquarius does.
Yeah, medical technology, med beds. Wait for it. Med beds. Wait for it. Seriously, it's going to be amazing.
And
they heal vibrationally.
It's medical. It's medicines. It's well, the last time we had Saturn was in Aquarius, it was FDR and the New Deal came out. It was the beginning of the internet, where the internet started to take off. So the technology is going to be gigantic. You'll see really neat things coming. It's a good energy. I'm excited.
I am too. I just got goosebumps again. I like it.
I don't like being restricted. I don't like schedules. I don't like being. I'm not good at it. And
nobody likes that. We don't like being told what to do. Like I said, we got free will. We want to use our free will. We don't like being told you have to do this.
Well, this is a very rebellious nature. So I just hope it doesn't go overboard with the rebellion and the squares. That fire trine, it can push and push and push. But you know what? I think, I don't know. I mean, this doors are opening. Sagittarius is knowledge and looking for the truth. And it's in the courts. And we have to trust our justices and trust that whatever's going to happen in this country will happen.
And pray.
Yeah. Well, we are also going through what's called a Pluto return in this country, which is taking us back. That'll be done in 2024. Everybody thinks it's this big revolution and all that. It's taking it back to its natural form, but we learned a lot of lessons. So the United States is going back to its pure form with lessons learned.
Okay. Kind of like to where when the United States first started, to be better than what they left.
A lot of destruction, a lot of tear down. That's why I think you're seeing, like, I don't know if things like the Epstein crap went on for decades without anybody going after him. Then they went after him.
He didn't kill himself.
I think he's still alive. I think he's hiding, I'm not a conspiracy person. I just think
Gitmo. There are so many planes flying in and out of Gitmo right now. It's crazy. Why? Guess what? People are going. Hey, we got a question. Hang on. Let me jump in real quick here. Robin Green, will there be a stronger alignment for physical recovering from triple negative breast cancer? Sorry to hear that. I pray for you.
Actually, the Chiron, which is, it just went. It's going direct. It has been in retrograde since June or July, which direct. That's healing, but it's also the wound. That's your planet that's going direct. So absolutely. Where you have a lot of green around you, Robin. Green is healing. Green is your healer. There are a lot of different green crystals you can get. Green, everything green.
Visualize green healing light coming in.
Emerald green is your healer. Raphael, I think, is the archangel. Raphael is the healer.
You are correct.
I would call upon, through prayer, everything with Raphael and green.
Yes, that is correct. Also, I do Reiki. I am certified 2. I am now going for my master's. So that may be an option as well. Just saying. If I can help, I'd be more than happy to. So keep me posted on that, okay? And we'll talk on that. Let's see what else we got over here for comments here real quick. Jeffrey Presley, perfect. This is also going to be a time when people can disseminate from true self and the device, what we call ego. Bingo. Conscious awareness will assist in managing these changes easier. Perfectly put. The ego, it's important in certain aspects. We don't want to totally lose our ego, but some people have a huge ego, and it can really do damage to themselves and others. So it's going to be a big time of, it has been a big time of learning. Not wrong. Going back to where America started required getting back to God. You are not wrong. Spirit, your flavor of the divine. Yeah. Huge.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I don't care if it's church. I don't care if it's nature. Being gracious. God has to come back.
He's here. He's guiding. If all we got to do is listen. And that's one thing I have an issue with, is hearing and listening, because I'm always so busy working, and my mind, I'm an overthinker. My mind runs 24/7. It's just gibberish. So I'm really working on trying to slow that down so that I can connect better. Yes.
Well, I think that happens with water signs, and it's the emotions that gets you guys to, you get so emotional. You do overthink, and that It clouds seeing.
Yeah, and
It does.
if a Scorpio can't get the information he needs to get an answer, to get the truth, oh my God, we will overthink. We will think of every single possible scenario that can ever happen with that situation, and we will come up with our own truth. 95% of the time we're right, sometimes we're not. If we're not, sorry about it. If you would have talked to me about it and we could have had a nice calm conversation, figure it out, I wouldn't have spent a month thinking, overthinking and wasting time, away from healing and working on myself, and we wouldn't be in this argument right now. Just talk to people. If you can't, just say, hey, I'm sorry, what's going on? I gotta take a break. Be honest with people.
It blocks, and trying to find that area where you can dump and do a brain dump. Like what I do is I listen to music in my car. Some people take a shower, some people meditate, some do yoga. You've got to find that personal connection that connects you with God and spirit.
Absolutely. That's why I go to the lake and sit. Nature is my church. But I do also listen to music. I do different things. Sherry here. How does one who is a Cancer empath protect the ego if it's shut down, boxed in, feelings ignored by a stronger, full-blown ego, and stay that way? My mind never shuts down all day, all night. Are there narcissistic qualities to the person you're dealing with? If so, take away their power. Don't show the emotion. Very short answers. They're expecting you to go off. They're looking for that reaction. Don't give it to them.
Don't engage.
A person, example, a person called me. Person I no longer get along with, who I no longer want to have anything to do with. He was trying to start issues in my family by telling me that one person stole something from me. Okay, it was very important to me. However, you know what I did? I said, okay. It's like, what? I said, okay, I've already went through this. I have already forgiven this person. If they did, I don't know if they did or not, but if they did, I've already forgiven them. It was an inanimate object. I've already got it replaced. I'm okay. Shut him down. Just like that. I turned this big, burly, husky into like, well, click. He ran just because I did not give him a reaction. He couldn't get it from me, so he ran to somebody else who he could get the reaction from. It's not easy to do all the time. I still slip up, but that's I've been on both sides of the narcissistic field. I've been a narcissistic person. I've been the victim of a narcissist. Spirit has a way of showing both sides of things to me, being abandoned, abandoning people, etc. I learn both sides, and I do that because I'm here to help. I'm here to heal. And if I don't know both sides of a situation, it's very difficult for me to help somebody. So I'm lucky in that aspect, I guess. It's not easy to deal with narcissicity.
No.
Their ego is huge, and ours, like you said, we put it in a little box. Sometimes you got to let it out. It's also there to protect us.
Well, and water signs especially soak things in like sponges because you all are intuitive, B, you're emotional, and that's something that I think is a lesson. It's one of those lessons that it's very tough for a water sign to not let their emotions overrun just being kind of a level head. And I mean, that takes work. And it's like you said, it's how you react. Don't engage. Not everything that somebody says can hurt your feelings.
Right. I'm going to throw this in. Thank you. You also have to be kind of careful doing that, depending on the person that you're dealing with, depending on other things that they may have. Some people that may set off worse. So it's going to be a learning experience. You don't want to put yourself in danger. So it's going to be a little bit of a learning curve. Everything takes time to change. Everybody needs time to learn, to grow. But I think over time, if you start working at a little bit at a time, we all get into that situation a little bit at a time. You get together with somebody, everything's great, and then over the time, okay, it's not going so good. Okay. Well, it's going to take a little time for us to stand back up for ourselves. So give it some time, be patient. You know how to get a hold of me if you need to talk. Okay.
And protect your energy. Put a white light around yourself. Ask your guides or your ancestors to protect your energy.
Right. Jeff, life happens. It's how you respond or react that determines everything. We can't control. It's perfect.
That's right.
We can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we react. That is our power. If we can learn how to control our reaction, especially at the time, if we need to go off in a room and throw things, hit a pillow, whatever, fine. The emotion has to come out, but do it in a constructive manner. But yeah, controlling our reaction, that's a big one right there.
And I also think accountability is huge too, because there are circumstances that you have to stand back and look at and say, is my behavior causing something to occur here? So I think it's just like an open lesson to look at everything.
Yeah. And Sherry, she's doing, all she's doing right now is damage control. And that's what they count on, because we're not going to find our power if we're doing damage control. We're not going to have any time to learn, to grow, to learn our lessons. And they kind of count on that.
Well, and you have to take
Charlie. Hey, Charlie. What's that? Go ahead.
Oh, honey, you have not seen anything yet. Earth signs right now with this shift going into Aquarius. Your word is going to be flexible, because here we go with Capricorn. We're in Capricorn energy now with the outers, where it's schedules, it's lists, it's restriction. It's I have to be here at this and that and this and that, and that's all what Earth signs have to go by. Well,
yeah, any change from that?
Shit.
You know what I'm talking about, Charlie. And Charlie's on my team, everybody.
Poor Charlie. It will shake them. Be flexible. Know that it's coming and learn to laugh about it.
That's a difficult
thing
to do right now for some people, but hopefully we'll get them there. Charlie, we need to get you a little mini vacation there. Just saying. We'll talk about that later.
Earth signs need to know that, the flexibility and go with the flow just until you get used to this, and you'll be okay.
Yeah. Don, another good point. Other people's thoughts about you is not your truth unless you allow and accept it. And what other people think about you, it ain't your business. It ain't your business. If you don't know it, it ain't going to bother you. Yeah. You know what? You're going to sit there and overthink it. Why? What I do? You may not have done nothing. They might just not like you. Oh, here we go. Ready for it?
Yeah.
Libras. Robin, I apologize. I don't mean to laugh at you. I'm not laughing at you. There's a running joke that I am just a Libra magnet. I am surrounded by Libras everywhere. I'm not kidding you. I attract them. I don't know why. They just kind of have a draw to me.
Psycho magnet. No, it's true about a Libra, but the beauty of the Libra is the Libras, especially this year, when this is a year of all of these things are happening, and a Libra will step back and look at the whole thing.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of a Libra. But when a Libra is knocked out of balance, it's not fun.
Yeah.
They are balanced. They're the scales.
I think that's where she needs to get to with her physical energy is that balance.
You know,
and help you do that as well. Yes.
Tiger's Eye is a really good stone for a Libra to put on.
I had to put that in my pocket this morning. It is in my pocket. I'm not kidding. Tiger's Eye. It helps me stay motivated. You know, if I got something I got to get done, I use Tiger's Eye. It helps me stay motivated. I got to get this done. Let's do this. Get it done.
Add citrine to it and make money doing it.
I've got my citrine downstairs. I got it all set up. It's actually been helping since I set up this little grid. There was a 20 and 3 ones, and the numbers on these bills just caught me. So I took them out. I couldn't afford to at the time, but I took them out. I put me up a little grid with my citrine, and I prayed and asked Spirit to help. And I charge it, you know, every new moon, every full moon. And I've actually been getting caught up financially. I've had to work for it. I've had to work my tail off for it. But the opportunities were given to me to where I could have that money coming in. So I got my taxes paid. I've got a legal matter I can finally afford to get taken care of. It's slowly coming in. It's helping. It's helping. I'm okay with slow.
That's slow is good.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It is so true with a Libra off balance.
Yeah, Charlie, I know you're mine. Well, like I said, we can talk about that here after the show. We can have a live chat. Sherry, again, on her situation, you know, I've been doing that, the laughing at the situations and just trying to move on. It's the daily beatdown, and that where I know, I've been there. I have been there, and until either if we don't do anything about the situation, guess who's gonna? Guess who's gonna? And it's going to be forced. And when it's forced, it's not always a pleasant situation. Got to find that out. I don't like to be negative, but my experience, what I've been seeing around, if you don't do the work to get out of that situation or to repair that situation, it's going to get taken care of for you. So just, yeah, get ready.
Well, hang in there too.
that Charlie right there. Perfect. Now I'm not sure because not my monkeys.
I know.
Hey, my monkeys, them's yo monkeys.
You know, that was a lot. That was a hard lesson for a Libra. Air signs, that's tough. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Their mouths are always getting them into other people's stuff. It's a big lesson for the air signs.
Absolutely.
I love that saying.
You're welcome, Robin.
I like that circus monkey saying. I think it's cute.
Yeah. Sherry. Okay. Little thing about that. Nothing wrong with talking to yourself. When I do it, I pretend that I'm talking with my higher self instead of the self I'm dealing with, my 3D physical self. I have actually yelled and screamed in the mirror and created what they call a doppelganger, like an evil little me. I had some help doing that from a nasty entity that was inside here for 45 years. But if we throw enough negative energy at that mirror, we can actually create a nasty version of ourselves that follows us around, creates bad situations, tells us to do naughty things. So just keep it positive. And like I said, I pretend that I'm talking. Well, I don't pretend. I do. I talk to my higher self, and I try to keep it in a positive aspect.
Yeah.
Key there, but it does help. It can help.
You clean your energy field as well. Use an egg. You can use eggs to clean your energy field. Use just salt water and spray in a bottle. Sage, clean. Spiritual baths, spiritual
Yes.
showers. Clean your
Yes.
field, especially if you're around a lot of negativity.
And a feather. Incense.
Where's mine?
I'm always finding feathers. It's awesome.
There's my stick.
There you go. There you go. Robin Green, the egg cleanse. That might be something that may help you. You can, there's videos of it all over. In fact, one of my friends, Lisa Ann from Lisa Ann Tarot, she did a video on it, how to do it, what it means, what it looks like, what it means. But you can actually use that with physical ailments to help aid in that also. So, maybe everything put together.
Here we go. Here, smudging the whole air.
You can, come on, bring it on. Keep smudging me. Keep smudging me. Get that nasty out.
Hello. I love that smell. All the stores are closed out.
I got frankincense, full moon, and dragon's blood.
I love
dragon's blood intensifies. So I get the healing and calming from the frankincense and the full moon. And the full moon's very relaxing. The frankincense is healing. The dragon's blood intensifies it. And all three, I mean, the smell is just, it's godly. I mean, it's I can't describe it. I love it. I probably don't too much of it, but it's all right. I did just pick up some myrrh also. I'm going to add that and see what that does.
I'll tell you for health too.
And then every full moon,
is menthol.
Charge grid.
Menthol, mint for health is really good.
Yeah.
Essential oils, get a diffuser. They're very good for health. Eucalyptus.
Yes.
Tea tree is like the best.
Yep. And that can also take out mold in your home too. Tea tree oil.
Oh, it can.
Yeah. Yeah. If you got like molds, like in my bathroom wall, I got no ventilation. So when I take a shower, I can't reach all the way up to dry the walls off. And this was here before I lived here. I found out, it's down into the plaster. I'm gonna have to rip all the plaster out. I'm not ready to do that yet. So every once in a while, the paint will crack a little bit and it'll start creeping out. So I take either bleach or tea tree oil and treat it, get it down in there, and it takes care of it for quite a while. I need to put a vent in there. Vent. Are you telling me I need a vent?
You need to vent. Vent before the fire trying.
Yes, Charlie, we will have a live vid tonight because I need to vent. I know you need to vent. Let's vent.
You can vent because we're almost done. We've been chatting.
Yeah, that we have.
We will talk about the Great Conjunction in 2 weeks. We need to talk about that.
It's coming. December 21st is that date. Huge event. Like it's been 800 years since it's been this big. It happens every 20, I think, but it's been 800 since it's this big. And that's another thing that I think is going to add in people. Oh, I'm buzzing again. I like it. In finding peace. That's a big right now. Find your peace.
It's going to be huge. It is huge. This is the conjunction that started off COVID in January.
Yeah. Yep. Renee, the headaches. We've been getting a lot of very strong, powerful downloads, big downloads. And the headaches is an ascension symptom. We call it ascension flu. you actually get symptoms of the flu. You don't have the flu. You go to the doctor, they can't find nothing wrong with you. It's symptoms of ascension. Your body, you know this. I'm preaching to the choir. Your body actually, but for those that don't know, your body actually adjusting to the different vibration, the different energy level. Oh, I can feel it right now. It's going. The headaches. My after a big download, my skull around my third eye, right under it. Well, actually, I can feel it crack and spread. It's like it's getting bigger, and it needs more room. You can hear it. My coworker heard it. She's like, "What the hell was that?" I'm like, my skull. It's okay. She freaked.
It's just
it's just my It's my brain. It's cracked. But like I said, the Schumann resonance, the Earth's resonance was over 800 the other day, and that affects us as well. It takes a few days, week, whatever, for our bodies to get readjusted to that. So just hang in there, ground, stay hydrated. Very important, stay hydrated. Good diet, eliminate chemicals. That's all going to help.
Rest, plenty of sleep, and it's this whole shift.
I can't get that one to go away. There we go. Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anything that helps you is great. Yeah. And different things may help different people in different ways. Experiment.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm getting a lot of reports with people that are having really wild dreams too. I'm getting a lot of people going, I'm dreaming. I mean, wild dreams. Yeah.
Yeah. And mine, when I'm allowed to remember them, normally I'm not because I'm out working. Long explanation to that, not going into it right now. But when I'm allowed, it's like, the memes you see on Facebook, a cat riding a shark, holding a bow and arrow with an AR-15 on his back, holding a shield, and you got to figure out what that means. It's like, really? Come on, just tell me already.
Sometimes, I wanted to send you a picture. I turned on my card today. It said January 20, 2020. Today in my car, January 20, 2020. I'm like, why are all these 20s?
Write that date down in your calendar.
Okay.
Or go back and look and see if you've got anything written down on it. Maybe go back and see where the stars were that day.
Oh yeah.
That might give you a hint as to why you're supposed to see that. Maybe it's got something to do with your case.
Yeah. Like a road or something, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah. Go back and look where the stars are. Do it.
I will. I'll go do it when we're done.
Yeah. Let me know. I'm curious.
Okay.
Yeah. Keeping a journal. There's lots of books out there on dream interpretation, but again, a lot of that's kind of, general. Spirit's going to show us how Spirit thinks we can understand it. It may be a big jigsaw puzzle to put together, but once we do, it's going to make sense. And it may not make sense for a month, 2 months, and then all of a sudden you're going to be walking down the street in the park or walking through Walmart and see something, and that's going to pop back in your head. It's like, oh my God, I get it now. Now I know what I need to do. And that's the most awesome feeling there is. Like, yes, I got it. I got it.
It is. And dreams could be your ancestors talking to you. It could be your angels communicating. It's very important to write them down.
Yep. Very negative dreams, nightmares, night terrors, that can be past trauma being brought up to heal. So pay attention to that. That may come into light in the next month. I know a lot of people that it's already happening to, but if you haven't dealt with, childhood trauma, teenage trauma, abuse trauma, this trauma, that trauma, we're growing. We are supposed to be ascending, raising our vibration. If that's still in us, we can't. So Spirit's going to assist us and working through and dealing with that trauma so it doesn't hurt us anymore, so we can let ourselves free. If you had child as a trauma as a child, like I did, I'm still working on it. Your inner child is still traumatized. You gotta heal that little guy. Um, there was a commercial for I'm going off the chart here, for one of those fun places, and the commercial was you had a you, me, and a little me. You're fun. Can I bring my fun? Yeah, bring your fun. Find your fun.
Bring your fun.
Treat that little kid. Find your fun. Bring your fun. Let that little kid run. Help him run. Help her run. Whatever.
Fun. The sun is in Sagittarius right now. Mercury is in Sagittarius. Yes, we're looking for the truth and things. Sagittarius reminds us to have fun. Live life, yes, and enjoy it as much as we can this year. Still don't forget to enjoy it.
Right. And tough. Mercury's been moving real slow. Mercury doesn't like to move slow. So we've got a kind of slowed down version of Mercury helping us to see what we need to work on, what we need to heal. So instead of boom, there's your lesson, it may take a week or a month for that lesson to reveal itself. Which with some people, it's a lot easier that way. So right. Thank you, Mercury.
Mercury is our planet of communications, and think that, like when we talked last time, I'm like, look at the post office. That was remember, the third house or something.
Yep.
Your eclipse maybe, and it's like post offices. Sure enough, post office.
Yeah, votes being driven across state lines, and then a whole trailer of them. Where'd they go?
Yeah, I mean, it was out there. The universe told us it was there 2 weeks ago.
The driver of the truck came forward.
Yep.
The driver of the, he could have gotten in big trouble, but he came forward.
2 or 3 of them now. They're all coming forward.
Yeah. They did what they were told to do. You're told to do your job. What do? You do your job. Otherwise, you're gonna get fired. But at the risk of them getting in trouble, they did the bigger thing. And they came forward and did the right thing for states, and I'm proud of them for that.
Hundreds of thousands of people are saying that, and it's honesty. That's what Sagittarius wants, the truth. We're going to get to it.
I'm here, Renee. You ever need a vent? Let me know. See, again, with the vent, let me know.
Venting is so good. I mean, you have to let it out. You have to let everything out. This is, like you say, we shut the door at the lunar eclipse. This is the new moon solar eclipse. It's a new project. Use that Aquarian energy to really, and the drive, because all the fire signs are connected with this solar eclipse.
Yes.
New projects, writing, and just get things moving and going. It's a perfect energy, perfect time.
This right here. You were probably told to wake up so you could write that information down so you didn't lose it. I keep a voice recorder on me all the time. Sometimes I even put it beside my bed just in case I remember something, because as soon as I open my eyes and sit up, it's gone. I got to grab this and say, okay, this is what I remember. And then 2 minutes later, I'm like, what? Yep. I don't remember my dream anymore. It's that quick.
Right at my bed. Keep a little book right at your bed.
Yep.
I mean, and actually 3 o'clock, I didn't know this, but I was praying one time. It was about 4 years ago. It was like 18 and a half months. I was like, please show me what I'm supposed to do. Please show me. 18 and a half months. I didn't get any answers. Nothing. And then all of a sudden, bam, I got it. And I was starting to get, I would wake up at 3 a.m, wide awake. Finally, my minister said, That's prayer time. It's in the Bible. That's when Jesus would get up and pray. So between 3 and 6, it's there, it's Bible. That's the spiritual time to get up and pray.
Father, Son, Holy Spirit.
Yeah.
Numbers.
Well, that has been going on for like 4 or 5 years, and you get tired. But if I ask and say, please don't wake me up, I am allowed to sleep. They let me sleep.
It's easiest for them to come help us, to communicate with us when we're asleep, when we're dreaming. Our conscious is out cold. It's our subconscious. We don't have any control over that. It's automatic. It does what the hell it wants to do. It thinks what the hell it wants to think. It hides what the hell it wants to hide. So if the subconscious is hiding a trauma, we consciously have to bring that back up, and that's what spirit can help with. But your guides, your dream, your past relatives, past friends, when we're in dream states, it's easiest for them to communicate with us at that time.
It is. And it's a good prayer time. I thought that was pretty cool. I was like, oh, that's cool. I like it now. So.
Yeah. Yep.
I know.
So use that time.
And if you do get bam, 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 something like that starts to happen, something big will happen with that. So it's almost like a prelude to something's coming.
Yeah. And if it's coming so fast you can't make sense of it, ask them to slow down a little bit. Just explain, hey, it's so fast I can't remember everything, I can't understand everything. Can you help me slow down? Because their time is different than our time. Their soon might be 1,000 freaking years. I keep getting told I'm going to find love soon.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's because I got
West Coast time. Stop. I don't now. It's just like, okay, that's prayer time, and that's what you need to adjust to. So I just go to bed earlier.
Yeah. Yep. When I wake up at 3, usually it's 3:33, something like that. Open my eyes, look at the clock. Yeah, okay, here we go. If I go back to sleep, I go into such a deep sleep. I don't hear any alarms. I don't hear my phone. I don't hear anything. I don't wake up. I have actually been stuck in a dream until I got the job that I was supposed to do done. 2 hours late for work. I'm like, I got done. I woke up like, oh crap, and then I lost all details, but I do still remember some of it. Not going to go into it. That's for me. But I got to be careful with that. So I either have to get up and make coffee and stay up, and then I'm dragging all day, or I've really got to concentrate. I have to tell myself, I will hear my alarms. I will hear my alarms. I will hear my alarms. Intention. Thank you. Before you go to bed. If you want a dream, repeat it 3 times. If you don't want a dream, if you just need a break, repeat it 3 times. Ask them, if I want to remember my dreams, I tell myself, I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. I will remember my dreams. That's hard to say real fast. And that does help. You're setting the intention for your subconscious and your conscious to actually remember. If you want to release something, tell yourself 3 times, right when you go to sleep, say you got a fan or radio on low and you hit that midpoint, all of a sudden, you're still awake, but you can't hear that fan anymore. You're in the middle. You're in the zone. You're in the field. You're in the collective. That's where you need to ask for things. If you can master that, if you want to release something, if you want to work something and heal something and understand something, that's the perfect time to ask your guides, your spirit, your angels right there.
That's kind of a cool place.
It is. It can be a bear if you get caught in it. Like you got to, when you have a fever, you hit that and you can't get to sleep, but you're still awake, and you can't. Your mind just starts rolling because the higher temps and everything. It can be a real bear, but if you're at a peace with it, it can really be beneficial. It can really aid and help. Your inner child, your conscious, your subconscious,
Everything.
everything.
It does.
You're welcome. Thank you. That makes my night. Thank you so much. That's why we do this. So you can help people. It really is.
Well, we need to definitely in 2 weeks be back to talk about the Great Conjunction, because will that be the night of it? Wait.
It's the night, yeah, the 21st. If you're not familiar with it, look up the Great Conjunction.
I'm looking.
And look in the sky that night. Look in the sky. That's all I'm going to say for now. Look up.
Oh yeah, it'll be visible in the sky.
Beautiful. And feel it. Don't just look at it. Let yourself relax. Absorb it. Feel it. It's going to be phenomenal.
It'll be great, and this is something that's not just going to happen on the 21st and be done with it. This is stuff that we have going on. It's the next reset. It's the next phase for all of us, and it might not hit on the 21st.
Yeah.
Like COVID did not hit in January, but that aspect is what kicked it in January.
Oh my God.
What?
The other day, I was in the Walmart. I'm getting low on incense. It's like an addict. They got to keep stuff hidden everywhere. Well, that's me and incense, okay? And so I got my full moon. I got my frankincense. I got my dragon's blood. And they had a new one all of a sudden. I'm like, I need that. I have to have that. Guess what? Myrrh.
Yeah, the gift of kings.
So I've got frankincense and I've got myrrh. And I do have some gold around here somewhere.
Gifts of kings. That's what it's called.
I'm going to make myself a little food that night. Thank you.
A little cocktail. An incense cocktail.
There you go. There you go. Thank you, Sherry. We try. We try.
We do try.
I try to throw some laughs in there, here and there too, because we all need to giggle. We all need a little bit of release. We all need to relax.
We have to laugh this year.
What's that?
We have to laugh this year. This year has sucked.
Yeah. And see, that's so many people. That's all they're thinking about is how 2020 sucked. For me, it didn't. It was rough. Don't get me wrong. It was rough as hell. But that's the only way I learn is if it's rough. If it's not rough, I'll keep doing the same thing I'm doing. My lessons have to be hard. My lessons have to be rough. I accept that. I understand that now. I didn't, but I do now. So I'm accepting of it. And that helps. It does. It really does. But this has been such a year of growth and sight for me in my life, in finding out who I am, who I'm supposed to be, who I know I am, who I was supposed to be, who I was destined to be, as opposed to who I was. I had to take a three month period. I just got done doing this. I'm still doing it. Like in a relationship, like I said this last week too, or last show, but in a relationship, you start out happy, everything's nice. And then over time, the newness wears off, the jobs change, the hours change, you start getting into it, and every little thing that happens, it changes a little bit. It changes you, it changes your other person, it changes your relationship. If you don't heal it, it keeps getting a little worse and a little worse. And every time you adjust to that, instead of repairing it, you adjust to it. So all of a sudden, being buried under a rock is your new normal. And that's what happened. Now, the opposite is also true. As you grow, you don't do it all at once. You don't snap your fingers and change. It don't happen that way. Little bitty pieces at a time. So I sat back and I reflected a lot. And I have made so much growth in the past 3 years. And for me, that's phenomenal. I'm very proud of myself and where I am. Gonna keep working. I still got some healing to do, still got some work to do. I know this. But I'm getting there, and I'm just amazed at the huge difference there was. I didn't think there was any difference in me, but there is. It's huge. It really is. I know who that person was. And guess what? I kicked his ass.
Well, see, that's a cycle, like a 2.5 year cycle of Saturn when it switches over. It's like
Yeah.
all that work, all that accountability, working on everything that you did. Saturn rewards like no other. So it's like your hard work doesn't go unnoticed.
Yeah. All the things I did to people, all the things I did to myself, I've made peace with a lot of it. I've had a lot of conversations. I've made a lot of heartfelt apologies. I've forgiven people. I've forgiven myself. That's something that's very difficult. You also have to remember to forgive yourself. Very important. Very important. And forgiving others, you don't have to forget. You don't ever have to even tell them you've forgiven them. You don't. But if you can find it in your heart to forgive their behavior because they didn't know what they were doing, they didn't know why, they didn't, whatever, it will release you from that pain, from that trauma, from that incident.
Exactly. Exactly. Well, you better get off here and talk to your friend.
Yeah, I know you got to get to bed because you got to get to work early.
I know. Yuck. Well, this was fun.
It was. I really enjoyed tonight. Thank you, everybody.
We'll do this in 2 weeks on the night of the Great Conjunction and talk about it.
Yes, yes. And then we'll all go outside and stare at it and feel it.
Yeah. We could.
Share it.
It gets dark here early. It gets dark here at like 5 now.
Yeah, that's about where it is here too, 5:30.
But you're an hour behind me.
Yep. When I'm going home right now, the sun's just below the horizon. So I get a beautiful view of the sunset.
That's great. Well, honey, have a good night. Thank you.
You betcha. And you get some rest, and we'll talk.
I'll chat. Bye, guys.
Don't forget to look at that date.
I'm going to look at it right now.
Okay.
I'm going to go pull it up. Bye.
See ya. All righty. That was a good show tonight. I'm kind of impressed. Tooting my own horn a little bit. Nothing wrong with that once in a while. Catch up on comments here real quick before I pop off. Yes, laughter is the best medicine. We need a lot more of it. Very important. Yeah. I used to crawl in a box. I called it my box, not my shell, my box. Burn that sucker. I ain't going back in there. You are all very welcome, and thank you, because helping you helps me. It helps me to continue to work on myself. And a lot of times when I'm sitting here trying to help somebody else, I will see something that I've forgotten about that I need to work on. So it helps me as well, and I appreciate that fact. All righty, I am going to hop off of here. I've got some other business to attend to. Thank you, everybody, for hopping on this evening. Like Joni said, we'll be on again in 2 weeks. Look up details on the Great Conjunction. It's going to be amazing. And thank you to all who watch and listen to this later. It is very appreciated. Again, if you're on YouTube, go look for the Otter's Den. Please subscribe, ring that bell so you get the notifications. Press that thumbs up if you like the videos. And if any of y'all need help, let me know. If I can, I will. Okay, feel free to contact me. If I don't get back to you right away, I'm busy doing something or helping somebody else, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Okay. So on that note, y'all have a great evening and keep looking up.